Hey, what's up, Fit Body Bootcamp family? I am Diana TRULEAN, the recipe hacker, and I have a very special friend with me here today. This is my friend Kim Link, and Kim is a rock star Fit Body Bootcamp client. You're doing the challenge.
Yes.
And this isn't your first challenge.
Nope, this is the second one.
Okay.
Kind of back to back.
Back to back, which is why you're looking amazing. And this woman is a pilot in the Air Force, in addition to being a mom of two very active, very amazing children. I'm like, honestly, I'm so in awe of you. And I'm so lucky that she is my friend and I get to hang out with you. So tell us a little bit about your time at Fit Body Bootcamp, your transformation. So this is your second challenge.
Yes. So I've been going now for a little over a year, but I didn't start the first challenge until the 10-week challenge.
Okay,
that
so
started
September.
in September.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that I wanted to kickstart my fitness.
Yes.
And being in the Air Force, needing to be fit, but just finding the time to do it, I really was attracted to the 30 minutes.
Yes. We love the 30 minutes.
And decided to do the challenge to keep myself motivated.
Yeah.
So I did that. I actually won third place at my location, which was
awesome. So how much did you lose in September?
I lost 18 pounds
Amazing.
and 17 inches.
Amazing.
So,
whoa. Yeah. And then you did this challenge.
And then I decided to
right
do
after
this
the holidays,
challenge.
you jumped in again.
Yes, because I wanted to make sure that I was staying on target, keeping with it.
And the holidays are tough for so many people, like
and
myself included.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much food around us, and as much as we try to do, the infinite game of fitness, and we make modifications, you're still taking in more calories and doing less activity. So the challenge after the holidays got you right back at it.
Yes. And that is where I kind of kickstarted even more, started doing back-to-backs at boot camp.
Wow, she does doubles, guys.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Super fun. Love the camaraderie with everybody there, just everybody to motivate you and pump you up and get you excited. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining me. So, guys, I was out last week. I missed all of you. Yes, I am feeling better. It is raining here in California, which is kind of scary for us.
We don't really know what this is.
Which I have so many questions about flying airplanes. Like, guys, think about it.
They fly in the rain. They actually do. We can still take off.
I feel like all I know how to, I can cook and I type a lot, but she flies airplanes. That's insane to me. So yeah, it's raining. Does that throw you off at all?
No.
Nothing phases her, guys.
Still flies.
It still works.
Yep. You still just go through your day, pre-flight, take off, you run a few different numbers, but...
So how many years have you been flying airplanes?
I have been flying since 2003.
Okay, that's amazing. So 17 years. Yeah. That's awesome. So does it just get easier? It's just you're just...
Yeah. I mean, you definitely just want to stay proficient, but it's fun and exciting. I get to go to a lot of different and exciting locations. Yeah.
So cool. I'm just blown away, guys. I'm a little starstruck. So when I told Kim, I was like, Kim, you're an amazing Fit Body client. You're a friend of mine. You're a mom. I feel like you embody Fit Body Bootcamp. We have the hashtag I am Fit Body, and I feel like that, you embody that, which is such a cool thing. And I'm like, Kim, what should we make together? And you were right away. I feel like you texted me within half a second, and you said...
Chicken pad thai.
Chicken pad thai. So you've been on the two challenges pretty much back to back. And how long has it been since you've had your chicken pad thai?
Well, it hasn't been that long. I would say maybe 8 weeks.
Okay.
Because I did have it over the Christmas break. I was, treated myself to some chicken pad thai. But it is something, I love Thai food.
Okay.
And that's one of the Thai foods that I try to stay away from. Just
all those noodles, right?
All those noodles.
All the carbs, which we're going to get into noodles.
And the sauce,
Yes. So we're going to make our own sauce. We're going to talk about all the different things we can do to make the noodles healthier. Yay. And then because I like to over-deliver, I was like, you know what? What is a good dessert that goes with Thai food? So of course I thought of coconut. Mm-hmm. So we're going to make it's a 3-ingredient protein frozen yogurt. It's coconut protein frozen yogurt. We're going to serve it in these beautiful coconut bowls, and then we're going to put some fun toppings on it.
Awesome.
So I'm going to send you home with some really fun stuff that you can do with the family and the kids.
They're going to love it.
Okay, guys, so since I was out last week, we have 4 winners to give. We give things away every week.
That's
well,
awesome.
you know, you watch the show.
Yes.
You chime in
I
sometimes
do.
too, which
I
is
do.
awesome. So, guys, this week, with our 4 winners, you are all going to receive this awesome Racerback
Cute.
tank top. Guys, these are essential at boot camp. I know you guys wear them, and it's just, you know, it's awesome to have FBBC on it and to remind yourself that you are FitBody.
Yes.
So guys, to win, use the hashtag #IamFitBody, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, and we will see you, we will find you, and we will talk about you, and we will give you cool prizes.
That's amazing. I love it.
So guys, the tank top and also a container of Everyday Fit. Now, Kim, you're a fan of Everyday Fit.
I love it.
Yes.
You drink it all the
I feel
time.
like I've been supplying you with Everyday Fit for a while now.
Maybe just
I got
a little.
I got her hooked.
Yes, we are hooked. The whole family's actually
Yeah.
hooked. Yeah, my kids love it too.
And
Mom, can we have Everyday Fit?
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like, why not? You know?
Yeah.
So we have 4 new flavors coming out.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and it's coming out like, I think
Can
in
you
the
reveal
next
the
2
flavors?
weeks. Yes, we have.
Oh,
We have a Fit Fruit Punch.
yum.
We have a Tropical Pina Colada, which I'm super excited about. We have Watermelon Splash. And then we have a Lemon Lime Drop.
Those sound
So, in addition to our Sweet Hawaiian Pineapple and our Raspberry Mango. So, lots of cool stuff in the pipeline. Okay, who won? Who won the prizes? Okay, I'm going to read 2 of the names, and then you are going to read the other
Okay.
2, okay? So, the first winner, this goes out to Irene Curtis. Irene is from the Woodbridge Fit Body Bootcamp in Virginia. She's working out at least 5 times a week, and she has been consistent for the whole challenge. So, Irene, thank you so much for posting and for sharing. Good job. And you are going to be getting the tank top and the Everyday Fit. And our next winner is
Olivia Paricio. Sorry if I butchered your name.
I think you said it so much better than I would
You
have.
are from Northwest Las Vegas, Fit Body, and you have been staying positive, and you are finishing that challenge strong, and also have decided to become a member
That's
of FBBC.
awesome.
So that's
So,
even better.
Welcome to the family.
Yes.
Olivia, hopefully we are saying your name correctly, but now, you know, you're a member now. You have an awesome tank top that you can proudly wear to boot camp, showing off those muscles and the new toned arms that I'm sure you're rocking, along with some Everyday Fit. Okay, we have another winner. This is, and again, you guys have amazing, beautiful names, and I hope I say them right. Stevana Johnson. You are from the Copel Fit Body Bootcamp in Texas. Now, guys, this is insane. Stevana is down 64 pounds in her fitness journey, and she wants to lose another 28 pounds. So she posts her workout videos, and she's inspiring other people. And I'm guessing, Stevana, that you have grit.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Grit is our word
What
of
is
the
grit?
week. Grit is that thing inside of you that just doesn't let you quit.
Yeah.
You hit a roadblock and you get back up.
Absolutely.
You have a huge goal that you're working towards, and you know it's going to take you several years potentially to get to it, and you don't stop striving for it. That is grit.
Set small goals.
And just keep on pushing through. So all of our winners have grit. So 64 pounds. Guys, to lose 64 pounds, that takes some serious grit. That takes just ongoing motivation, because every day is not going to be a good day with your fitness journey. There's going to be days when the scale, the number on the scale goes up. You know, there's going to be days when maybe you didn't get your workout in, maybe you didn't drink as much water as you should have, but guess what? You just get up the next day and you keep going for it. So Stevana, good job. You are getting the tank top and the Everyday Fit. And our final winner?
Final winner is Caitlin Chastang from Spring Hill FBC in Alabama.
Good job, Caitlin.
She has lost 12 plus inches, which is incredible.
That's a
That's
lot.
amazing. And no longer scared to wear a bathing suit, which is awesome, because we're getting ready to come up on springtime, summertime.
It's almost
We should never
spring
be
break.
ashamed to wear a swimsuit, but you want to feel good.
But most of the time, let's face it, women, we are.
We are.
Right? We're so critical of ourselves, and wearing a bathing suit is one of the most vulnerable things. So
sure.
for Caitlin to be like, I've lost 12 plus inches, and like, I can't wait to put my bathing suit on. Like, that's incredible.
That's
like,
awesome.
that is like, you know, we talk about non-scale victories. being excited to put on a bathing suit as a woman, and I don't know how old Caitlin is, but potentially she's a mom. Like that's exciting. Like that's something worth striving for. Good job, Caitlin, and all of our winners. We are going to be reaching out to you to send you some cool prizes.
Yay! It's awesome.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like free stuff?
I know, right? And I love giving stuff away. So that's the funnest part of my job. Cooking and giving stuff away and typing. I don't fly airplanes. I just Okay, so pad thai. We are going to get into the pad thai recipe. And as Kim mentioned, the main reason that she kind of stays away from it is because of the noodles and all of those carbs. So guys, when we're making pad thai at home, well, we get to control what we put in the pan.
Yes.
So I have options for Kim. I did make a version of this recipe and we have posted it. There should be a link there. And in that version, I used this. I actually just saw these yesterday for the first time. Okay, guys, these organic noodles are made from black beans and sesame, and the numbers are really good, and there are very few ingredients. So there's organic black bean flour, there's black sesame seed flour.
Okay.
Those 2 ingredients.
Wow.
So
That's pretty amazing.
they're grinding down beans and seeds, and they're turning them into noodles for us.
I like
so
it.
guys, we
I've
live
never
in
had
such a
that.
cool time when we can have noodles that are high in protein and low in carbs and don't take us that much time to make. So it's pretty incredible. Let's talk about the numbers here. So basically what I want to do, Kim, I want to walk you through some different options for noodles.
Okay.
And then I'm actually going to let you choose, which noodles we're going to use because, so much of, making your fitness game an infinite game is having fun with it and just making it your own. For some people, guys, maybe they don't like the look of dark noodles. It looks different than the pad thai that Kim would get at her local Thai place. For some people, they don't care. It feels more like a noodle than some veggies. So it's all about personal preference and really just making those decisions that will push your dish towards being higher in fiber, higher in protein, and lower in carbs and sugar. Okay, guys, so the numbers on this. And I was really impressed with how many noodles were in this box. So I did a whole box, and I think this is an 8-ounce box of these noodles. And it says on the box that it's only 4 servings.
Okay.
But with the additions of everything else I put in, I would say at least 8 servings.
Nice.
And something that I kind of thought to myself, if I make this again with these noodles, I might just do half of the noodles in the box and then supplement even more with some of the veggie noodles.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the numbers because they're not bad at all. So 4 servings, it's 190 calories for 1 serving of these noodles. There's 6 grams of fat. There's 19 grams of carbs, but then there's 13 grams of fiber.
Okay.
And there's 23 grams of protein.
That's a lot of protein.
So guys, when you really look at that balance of fiber and protein and carb, like this is pretty impressive. Okay, so we have this option. So I'm going to put this here. You're going to think about this.
All right.
Okay, now this one, actually, I was working out with Kara Eckerman at the Chino Hills Fit Body Bootcamp yesterday at 5 a.m. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
And Kara told me about this brand. I feel like there's just all these new veggie noodles on the market, which is really cool. So this is called Veggie Craft Farms. Now, the sad thing is I did not get the linguine noodles. I don't know if this is maybe a new brand. I ordered it on Amazon. It didn't come. And at Sprouts, they only had the penne.
Okay.
So it is still an option, but your pad thai would have penne noodles, which is fine. It's noodles. Yes. Okay, but let's talk about the ingredients. Now, these only have lentil flour. So again, they took some beans and they ground them down, right? Pea flour and cauliflower flour. So the ingredients.
3 ingredients.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
3 ingredients. Yes. That one was only 2 ingredients. And I did have a conversation with our nutritionist, Ellen from Michigan, and when she ranked all of these noodles, she actually ranked these 2 the highest because of how there are just a couple of really wholesome ingredients. Okay, so let's talk about numbers. So we talked about those ones, and I think that one was potentially the highest in protein.
Yeah, 23 grams.
Okay, so again, this has 4 servings, just like that one. The calories are the same, so it's 190 calories with either one of these you go with. However, this has 0 grams of fat, which, guys, fat is not a bad thing. This is no longer the 90s. We are not afraid of fat anymore, okay? We need fat in our diet. The carbs in this one serving, it's 35 grams of carbs. And this one was 19. So you can see the black bean and sesame is significantly, it's almost like a third less carbs. The fiber in this is 4, whereas here,
Where did you see that?
13. So again, this is like 1/3 the fiber and this one is 1/3 the carbs.
Okay.
So you can kind of see like nutritionally if we're like on our fitness plan and of course, you know, like work it to your macros, but just generally speaking, wanting things to be lower in carbs and higher in fiber. This one is kind of winning out right now. The protein is 13 grams.
Still a lot.
It is
for a
still,
noodle.
for noodles, that is 100% still a lot. And this one was 23, okay? So guys, these two are very, very similar. Great options. Now, another option is this Bonza, so the chickpea noodles. Now, have you tried these?
I have, but not in the spaghetti form.
Okay.
I've tried them in the little spiral form, and they're good.
Did you do our mac and cheese?
No, I did it in the creamy.
The creamy chicken.
The creamy chicken.
That's such
is
a
what I
good
used
recipe.
And
yes.
Kids, husband, everybody
They
loved
liked it.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yes, so try the mac and cheese that we did. It's a dairy-free mac and cheese with like butternut squash, and I did use these noodles.
Okay.
Not the spaghetti ones, but this brand.
Okay.
The chickpea. Okay, guys, so let's talk about these ones because, you know, you're going to go to the store, you're going to see one or a few of these options, and you're going to have to decide for yourself. Okay, so where am I finding the ingredients? Here we go. Okay, guys. Exactly the same number of calories. All of these have 190 calories, and there's 4 servings in this as well. And again, we're making more than 4 servings here. Okay, so this has 3.5 grams of fat. It has 32 grams of carbs, so that's similar to the cauliflower one. And it has 13 grams of protein, which again is pretty much exactly like the cauliflower one. So you can see, guys. Oh, and there's 5 grams of fiber. So I'm seeing that the cauliflower one is really similar to the chickpea one as far as the nutrition.
And how many ingredients in that?
That is a wonderful question. How many ingredients? Okay, so, and this is something that Ellen said, there's a little more processed ingredients in here. It's not really bad, but just to be aware. So there's chickpeas, there's tapioca, there's pea protein, and then there's that xanthan gum. So it's a bit of a more processed ingredient. Again, guys, if you're making pasta with this instead of regular pasta, like you're winning at life, like don't sweat the xanthan gum. But, you know, it's just as we compare these things, it is good to note that. Okay, so this is my technique for the pad thai. We're gonna do one of these really more traditional type noodles made with these more wholesome ingredients, and then we're gonna supplement with some veggie stuff as well.
Okay.
So let's choose.
I already know.
Oh, she knows.
I know, 'cause I haven't tried them. I
Okay,
really want to
perfect.
try them.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna let you dump those into
Alrighty.
we already have 8 cups. At least it was 8 cups at some point when we were starting here. It's probably more like 6 cups of boiling water now. So we're gonna dump the whole container in there, right?
Noodles are going to go flying here in a minute.
Guys, I did want to talk to you about one other noodle option. If you are eating keto or paleo, you guys have probably heard of these noodles. They go by Miracle Noodles. Have you heard of these, Kim?
I have not.
Shirataki noodles. They are a white yam noodle substitute.
Okay.
I talked to Ellen about them because the draw, guys, is that they are pretty much, when do you ever see that on a thing of noodles?
0 calories.
Guys, it says 0 calories. So it's basically, I know.
Air. You're eating air.
It's fiber. So I don't understand this. It says there's 5 grams of carbohydrates, but there's 0 calories. So maybe, Ellen, if you're watching, maybe you can explain how something can have 0 calories yet 5 grams of carbs. I don't understand that. But anyways, guys, Ellen's take was we need calories. We need calories, guys. I mean, we are going to be adding in some vegetables and some proteins and things. So I would say if you want to use these, use it as one of your veggie noodles, but then also get some noodles in there that actually do have some carbs.
Does it have a texture? Is it?
So it's kind of squishy, and so then
Is it going to be slimy?
It is a little slimy, and then there is a bit of like a fishy smell to it. Okay, so the ingredients, the number one ingredient is water, which that explains the 0 calories. And then there's yam flour. That must be where the carbs are coming from.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why there aren't calories as well. And then calcium hydroxide. I don't know, hydroxide doesn't sound very natural. But, you know, if you want to try these, I brought it up to Kara yesterday, and she loves noodles.
Okay.
So
she's had these?
Oh, she's had these like years ago, and she's like, no. She says they're kind of like fishy.
Okay.
So
well, we're going to take Kara's word for it.
If you are keto, though, and you don't just, you know, I guess you probably, I don't even know if you could do 5 grams of carbs. So anyways, guys, this is another very low impact noodle option out there. It's not my first choice, but I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. Okay, we threw this in here. Jesse, can you tell us when 5 minutes have gone by?
Yes.
So we can drain that in about 5 minutes. Okay, so we are going to start in with our sauce.
Yes.
Okay, so we know that the flavor, guys, you know, this is the whole thing about hacking recipes. It's just about creating the flavor that you're looking for, right? With the healthier stuff. Like a couple weeks ago, Amanda and I made 2 casseroles. We made,
They were so good.
We made the hamburger casserole and the pizza casserole. Yeah, and so which one did you make recently?
I just 2 nights ago made the hamburger one.
Okay.
And it was so good. I made mine with the yellow yam or the orange
Okay,
yams.
yeah.
But kid approved, husband approved. It was so good. And it does taste like a hamburger.
That flavor,
Yeah.
right? And it was all those seasonings that we
Yes.
put into the sweet potato and then into the meat.
Yes.
And then the
And so
ketchup
filling.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, you feel like you're really
Yes.
getting food.
So guys, with this, you know, we're making Thai food. We've already made modifications so that our noodles are lower impact by being lower in calories, higher in fiber, higher in protein. But we want that flavor, you
Yes.
know? Now, when you go out to a Thai place, one of the things that you do now, I think you told me, is you ask for the sauce on the side.
Yes. So during the challenge, people still go out to eat. So I try to look ahead at the menu if it's a place I've never been to before, or if I have been there, I try to look to see what has the most vegetables, the most protein.
Protein.
So I go in
carbs.
already knowing kind of what I'm going to order.
Yeah.
And then I try to ask for the sauce on the side, because when you go to those restaurants, you don't know how much sugar they're
Right.
putting into the sauce. Because those sauces are so good. And a lot of times when you taste that sweetness, it's sugar thrown in there.
Exactly, guys. So they understand too that we're there for flavor,
Yes.
for taste. So
A lot of sodium, a lot of,
and soy in a lot of the Thai stuff. So we're going to be using some coconut aminos. Okay, so we're going to first mix up our sauce, okay? So, you know, speaking of sugar, we'll just start with that ingredient. So I do want some sweetness in my sauce because that is, you know, guys, we got to trick our palate. I have chosen to use a tablespoon of coconut sugar. Guys, depending on what you're looking for with your macros of your meal, you can do some liquid stevia. That's an ingredient that's going to bring the sweetness. You know, when I'm cooking a family meal like this, I don't bat an eye at putting a tablespoon of coconut sugar in the meal. Like, it's going to give that sweetness. And sometimes when you're cooking for the kids, if you go all stevia, like, they might taste it.
Yes.
You know?
Well, and like you said, that's such a small amount for
6 servings.
6 servings,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so we have our coconut sugar. Now we have all these Thai flavors. So traditionally there is soy sauce. I like to use coconut aminos.
Yes, I have those.
Okay, perfect. Guys, when you look for coconut aminos at the store, it pretty much looks like soy sauce.
It does.
It's just less processed and there's no soy in it. So it's a great alternative. So I have a tablespoon of coconut aminos in here, a tablespoon of rice vinegar, and you could do apple cider vinegar, like any clear vinegar.
I feel like the rice, it has that Asian flavor.
It does.
Though. Yeah,
it
you need
does.
that rice
It's
vinegar.
on theme
Yes.
with our meal
Yeah,
here.
you want it to taste like pad thai from the restaurant.
Exactly. Okay, and then I have 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. Now, do you ever cook with fish sauce?
I have cooked with oyster sauce. Is it similar?
No.
It smells more vinegary than
There's
it
vinegar
does
in here
fishy,
too.
So
But there's a very distinct, like, it's one of those ingredients. Well, you were talking.
Is it clear?
It's clear.
It is
Well,
clear. Okay.
it's almost like sesame seed oil. Like it's a slight tint to it, like a slight, almost like yellowish tint to it, but it's pretty clear.
Okay.
But like you were talking about making the hamburger recipe, you had the smoked paprika.
Yes.
And when you smell that ingredient by itself, it kind of smells harsh.
It does.
Right? But then when you mix it into everything, it brings out that right flavor.
And I think when you cook it, it tastes different
Changes
than if you
the
were to
flavor.
just eat, yeah.
So guys, don't shy away from the fish sauce. We need this to taste like Thai food, right? Okay, so we're gonna mix these 3 in here with our coconut sugar.
That's your 5-minute timer.
Oh, that's our 5-minute.
Okay,
Okay,
pot holders?
so that's here. We can grab paper towels there. Okay, so I will turn this heat off. Guys, so we cooked our noodles for about 6 to 8 minutes. We let them boil here, and then we're gonna just dump that right into the sink. Thank you, Kim. Into our little colander. Perfect.
It's a nice facial while you're at it.
Yes, exactly. We're all exfoliated now. We're good to go. Perfect. So we can let that sit in the sink, and she's draining it there. And we have our noodles that are ready to go. With pad thai, it's really like there's 3 parts to making pad thai. You make the noodles, you make the sauce, and then you cook everything together in the skillet. It's actually very simple. Okay, back to our sauce. We now are gonna add some lime juice. Now again, just these Thai flavors. Lime, I feel like, is a flavor that pops up. When you think of Thai food, because you love Thai food.
I do.
And I mean, I've had it a few times. There's like a stir-fried pineapple rice that I was gonna do last week, but I will do it on the 26th, that I really like. But educate us, like what is good?
I like everything,
For you.
honestly. Anything Thai, I love. I love the vegetables that they use in it. I love the bean sprouts,
Yeah.
the scallions, the cabbage, the lime, the chili sauce, which
Yes,
I see, the
chili
peanut
sauce is
butter.
so good.
I think it's really about the sauces that they
sauce.
use. And that's where I think we get into trouble as we start to, it's the carbs and then the sauces because you don't know what's in it.
So I really wonder if
But it's really the flavor. There's just everything has so much flavor. Peanuts.
Yeah. I wonder if you like this sauce, because we're making this with like wholesome versions of it, and like I wonder how many things you might end up putting this on at home.
Probably a lot.
Like in your own cooking. If you're
Yes.
just gonna make like chicken breast and broccoli, fire this sauce in there. Marinate the chicken in the sauce.
Right.
You
Or like
know?
my green bean chicken that I get now. I
Yeah.
can throw this in there.
Throw the sauce in there. You
extra
might
sauce.
be making like a big batch.
Yes.
Now, how spicy do you go?
I usually go a low medium.
Like low, medium?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our chili paste. Guys, this stuff is awesome. Do you keep this at home?
I don't.
You
'cause I don't
should.
cook Thai food.
Well, now you will. So guys, you can do 1 to 3 tablespoons. So she said medium. We're gonna do, yes, we're gonna do a tablespoon and a half here. It is pretty spicy, but again, we're filling this whole skillet with noodles and veggies and chicken, and so it's okay. We're gonna add some there, and then as you said, peanut butter. There's so much peanut butter and peanuts, and that's why we're actually throwing peanuts on our dessert as well. It's like that flavor. Have you been
I
to
feel
Thailand?
like too, even my dessert hack on the challenge has always been peanut butter balls because I feel like there's something about peanut butter that is satisfying.
It's
and has-
indulgent.
yes.
Right?
So I get a natural peanut butter and I mix in the chocolate
Oh,
protein powder. They're really good.
this is, guys,
might have
this
to
is
do those.
Tom's cookie dough. Did you see Tom's?
I did see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I put oats in mine.
Okay, yours is a little
But
hardier.
I saw those. in
Tom,
that cookbook. Yeah.
Which I think all he did was peanut butter and then the protein and then some stevia chocolate chips.
yes. I don't put chocolate chips
Oh,
in
he
mine,
put a
but
little bit
I
of almond milk too.
might have to start doing
Yeah. Yes. Do you keep the stevia chips on hand at home?
I do.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. I actually
Lily's.
the other dessert I love is the one that you did, the brownies in the microwave.
Yes.
Those are also
1 minute mug brownie.
because when you are challenging, like you don't want to eat all those
yeah.
desserts, but I still crave them. Even though I've got the sugar out of my system, I
Yeah.
still want
it's
at
the
night
sweet
something.
flavor,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's all about those
So-
flavors and just it's about tricking our taste buds and adjusting our palate, really.
Those are my 2 go-tos.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I think that this is going to be your next go-to.
I think so. Well, and
the frozen yogurt.
was telling Di, my son is having his wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so I'm
my gosh.
thinking of all these
cold and like creamy soft.
things I can make him, and I think
Yes.
this is going to be, and he loves coconut too.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, guys, so we are going to start cooking our chicken here, and I'm going to ask you to just to step back just because this is potentially, you never know with this burner, if it's going to start like shooting out. Okay, do you want to dump the chicken in there? Sure. See the chicken?
Oh yeah, now I feel it.
It's going to get us. Woo! Perfect. Here, I'm going to let you start that.
Okay.
And our next thing is going to be eggs. So guys, this is 1 pound of chicken breast, and we've just chopped it up. It's about 1-inch chunks of chicken. Guys, you can do really, there's several different meats that you can do. I know somebody in the room who probably wishes we were cooking shrimp. Do a nice pound of shrimp. I was leaning towards that. I texted Kim. I'm like, are you into shrimp?
Sorry, Jess.
She was like, no, chicken. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Chicken's all good. Okay, so while the chicken cooks, we really do want to cook it down to where there's no pink left. And we put a tablespoon of olive oil and then 2 teaspoons of minced up garlic and a teaspoon of minced up ginger.
Oh, there's
So
ginger in
yeah,
there.
ginger
Okay.
and garlic. So going back to those Thai flavors, we're already trying to like infuse that into this dish. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 eggs. As this cooks, we're going to just beat them a little bit here. And our sauce, guys, we mixed up our sauce and we just set it to the side because we do not need that until we have more things in the skillet. I'm gonna beat these eggs a little bit as Kim is really just moving the chicken around so we can get it to the point where there isn't any pink left.
Do you brown it at all, or just leave it?
You can.
Okay.
You totally can. You've
I always
probably
like
had pad thai way more times than me.
I guess
had
it really
like
isn't
twice.
brown, but I like
When I
that
was
flavor.
vegan, I would make a pad thai with tofu
Okay,
years and years ago.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Because it really just takes on the flavor of everything that you
sauce.
got in there, yeah.
Back to the sauce, right? I can't believe that we are in week 8
I know.
of the challenge, which really means Saturday is the last day.
Last day, I know.
Guys, it's like the last 2 days of the challenge.
When's the next one to keep me on track?
The next one is going to start in May.
Okay.
It's going to be an 8-week Fit Body Transformation Challenge. So guys, we're going to get right back on it. We're going to take a little break for spring, but then to get us ready for summer.
Yeah.
And for the bathing suit, right, Caitlin?
Yeah, so we can, feel confident in this.
Yes. So guys, something to think about this week as we are approaching this finish line of the 8-week challenge is life after the challenge. Because guess what? At Fit Body Bootcamp, while we love doing challenges and it's such a great time to instill these habits and to really just go all in on your goals, we're about the infinite game of fitness. Because like Caitlin, we want to always feel cool with putting on a bathing suit, right? And just being confident in our life. And like Kim said, part of that is going out to Thai food once in a while, knowing how to order, knowing how to make it at home.
Yeah.
So guys, while we love doing these challenges and it's exciting, we really want to just drive home. This is about your whole life.
And that was like, maybe the challenge was your kickstart, and it's not
Exactly.
the end. It's the beginning now of your new
Yep.
life.
Exactly.
Your new lifestyle that you've already, you did all the hard work of making the
Yep.
changes, of not eating the junk, now sticking with it.
Maintenance
Yeah.
is so much easier than losing.
Yes.
It really is. And yeah, challenges are great for when you do need to lose some weight, but maintaining a healthy weight by, making food like this and doing your workouts and drinking your everyday fit every day. Those are things that make it so we don't have to get back to a place where we have all this weight to lose, and you have to like dig into that grit. It does take grit though to just
Yes.
keep up the maintenance, and it's about just keeping your habits clean and
Yes.
healthy and finding enjoyment in the healthier stuff.
Right. And surrounding yourself with people that are going to encourage you to do that, and not, oh, come on, just eat this. Just, it's fine. And,
Exactly.
it's like, or someone that says, oh, yeah, make that choice. Make a
Yep.
better choice.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
And guys, we've been asked this week, how do I develop grit? because we know that, the difference between someone who achieves a massive weight loss and keeps it off and someone who maybe just puts the weight back on or who never loses it in the first place, the difference is grit. And so it's like, how do you develop grit, which is just that I refuse to give up. I am not going to stop until I achieve my goal. And like Kim said, one of the best ways to do that is just to surround yourself with like-minded people. Because if I'm hanging out with Kim and she's ordering health consciously and she's looking at the options, I'm going to think twice about what I order, and especially helpful at home when your family is all on the same page. And when, instead of watching a movie and eating a bunch of junky snacks, you're all going to go out and go on a hike.
Right.
And that's how it really starts to get incorporated into our lifestyle. Because the kitchen is hugely important, but it's how active are you?
Right.
Are you doing your workouts every day, every week? Are you as a family doing active things, or are you vegging and eating?
Yeah, reward yourself with a family hike.
Exactly. And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
When your body is in good condition and you can do these things, like, guys, just hold on to that and keep it. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to turn this heat up a little bit. So our chicken is good to go here, guys. There is no longer any pink, and it is not done cooking. As you browned it a little bit. It's beautiful. You've done this before, Kim. Okay, guys, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to add the egg that we beat into the same pan. I kind of pushed the chicken to one side, but we are going to scramble these eggs right over on this side. Okay, let's talk about the rest of what we're going to put in here.
Okay.
Because, guys, I love to add more fiber by way of more veggies.
Yes.
Right? Now, bean sprouts are part of the traditional pad thai.
Yes.
As like every pad thai you've had probably has
Pretty
bean
much,
sprouts.
yeah.
Okay. So that was already part of the recipe, but I wanted to add a little more just fiber. And so I made butternut squash noodles.
I love
I'm
it.
going to let you choose again. But then, and you know what? We can do a little bit of each if
Yes,
you'd like. I
yes.
thought of this after I made the first version of the recipe, which I posted. This is cabbage. And guys, I actually have a recipe on my website, realhealthyrecipes.com, for cabbage noodles.
Okay.
Because, we always we spiralize things and we make these noodles, but like when you slice up cabbage and then you saute it down and it's nice and tender, that's great noodles too. And I love cabbage.
I do too.
Okay.
I love it raw and I love it cooked.
Perfect. So
yep.
some people I think, maybe don't like the flavor of cabbage or aren't as into cabbage. I love it.
A lot of times on pad thai too, they'll do fresh raw cabbage.
Okay. Oh, like as a
spiced
garnish?
As a garnish.
Oh, that's cool.
And they'll use the purple cabbage too.
Oh, ooh, that'd be
color,
really pretty.
right?
Ooh, okay. So guys, it sounds like you want to do both.
I do.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, and get creative. There's so many ways that we can add veggies and fiber. And like I said, if you really are watching your carbs and you want to do half of the box of noodles and then just double up on the veggie noodles, go for it. Sometimes I like that, especially if it's like a dinner time recipe, just having more fiber in it and maybe having more carbs earlier in the day.
Or throwing all of it in there and having leftovers.
There we go. That's awesome. Okay, guys, so we are going to add, what are we going to add?
I don't know.
Let's add in our noodles. And
All of them? Or
I don't know how much room we have in here to add them all. We can add all of them, but then maybe just half of the cabbage.
Okay.
These actually shrink down a lot. And guys, when you're making your butternut squash noodles, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I get really, I want each noodle to be really long and pretty. And if it's not, I kind of push it to the side. Then I realize as you're cooking it, they all break apart anyway. So all those little pieces, those tiny little noodles, just throw them in.
Yep.
I gave
those
myself
look like pad thai.
Yeah, right? It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And the butternut squash ones come out so quickly. Do you have a spiralizer?
I have the little
Oh my
hand
gosh.
spiralizer.
Ty, will you? Oh, Ty's not here. Jesse, will you please send Kim the Inspiralized? Have you seen me do it on camera?
Yes.
That is the best one.
Just have the handheld, the old.
Yeah. Oh no, you need this, especially for making
one.
your butternut squash.
Right. I've not made my own butternut I've bought
Okay.
it frozen.
This is happening for you.
So-
And then Jesse, can you put the link so everyone can see the one that I like? I believe it's called Inspiralized. It's the one that like it locks down onto the counter and it goes this way.
Okay.
Last,
You guys
I think
used it
2
last
weeks
week?
ago.
Yeah.
We used it. Yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, it's a really good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's add half of those, and then we are going to have to get our sauce in here and our noodles, our other noodles. Here, and I'm going to add the bean sprouts. So guys, we're doing a couple cups.
I might have gone more than half.
Yeah,
but
we did
whatever.
a couple cups of the butternut squash noodles, maybe about a cup of the cabbage. And guys, it really doesn't matter. Just throw stuff in and then sauce it up to taste. So let's bring our other noodles over here as well. And we are going to throw it all in.
And
with
those
the
veggies
sauce.
are cooked down. So that's
Yes, exactly. Ooh, this is so pretty. I love all the different colors that we're
Yes.
getting in here. Okay, guys, so I'm going to dump the sauce on the top. And we're going to let all of this mix in.
Smells good.
It does. I love how much variety there is in how you make this. You know, there's so many different things. I was also thinking that like red bell pepper would have been good. I don't know if you guys like thinly sliced red bell pepper to add some red.
Let's add some red. That's where you need the purple cabbage.
Oh, that would have been beautiful. Yeah. Next time. Okay, guys, so we're just going to mix this in. We want the sauce to get all incorporated with all of the noodles, and we have our tender chicken and our egg. Look at all this. And that's why I said, like, it's not 4 servings.
Oh, it's starting to smell like real pad thai.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
This is happening. You need to take this home. Take it home to the kids.
Chris, if you're watching, this is what's for dinner.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So guys, the last things that we're gonna add here, again, just mixing it up. And you know what? Sometimes it's easier to use these.
They do love when I've watched your show. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
like, oh, did your friend Di make this? Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I loved how, so Becca's 10,
Yes.
right? She made the brownie in the microwave herself.
Yes.
You put a picture in the group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. So she
awesome.
she got that recipe and she's
Good
like,
job,
Mom, I'll
Becca."
make it for you. I said, absolutely, you can make it for me. So,
Empower them.
Yes.
Empower them and, teach them how to do this healthy stuff. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm getting hungry. Okay. So just a few more ingredients that we're going to add here, guys. We have
The best
some,
stuff.
yes. So I did 3 green onions and we just chopped them up.
it's a must.
So again, more flavor, a nice little garnish. Peanuts, because we know these are dry
Yes.
roasted, unsalted. Some peanuts in there, and then some cilantro.
Yes. All the
Guys.
right garnishes.
All the right garnishes. And then we have to do
Salt.
some sea salt. And guys, be generous with your sea salt. And really, as you serve it, turn the noodles, because I do notice that a lot of times the sauce kind of sits at the bottom. So, ooh, we can really smell it as we turn it there.
It smells so good.
And guys, play around with it. So you made the sauce yourself. You have the rice vinegar sitting out. You have the chili paste. Guys, if it's not spicy enough, if you don't taste enough flavor, just add more. Mix it in, Add a little more coconut aminos if you want to. Throw some more fresh lime juice on there. Just have fun with it. Okay, so guys, we have finished this first recipe.
Healthy
I am
pad thai.
super excited for you to try this later. Okay, so dessert. Now, have you ever had dessert at a Thai place?
I have had like sticky mango rice.
That's the one thing that I've had too, that I was like, how do I hack sticky mango rice?
Right.
You can't do it with cauliflower. That just wouldn't, right? It just
No.
wouldn't work.
No,
Anything
probably not.
else?
That's all I had. Usually I'm full by the time.
That's true.
So
This is filling food.
Yeah, I have not had anything else.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here with the protein coconut frozen yogurt, we're actually gonna add some mango on top and a little drizzle of raw honey, and it's gonna give us just that idea of that sticky rice.
Okay.
Which, guys, I don't
And it's served in an adorable little coconut.
Right. It's just all about presentation, right, guys? Like, your kids maybe are asking you to go out for ice cream, or they're asking for yogurt land, right? But what I'm going to show you how to do here with just taking plain Greek yogurt, which is very high in protein, and mixing it with TRULEAN protein powder
Okay.
and some unsweetened coconut flakes, It's incredible how sweet it tastes. And you'll notice we didn't add any sugar.
Awesome.
And then we are gonna add a little bit of honey on top if you'd like, with some chopped up peanuts, and then this fresh mango, which we're getting into mango season, which mangoes are my favorite fruit.
They are my daughter's favorite fruit, and
good.
I love them.
Especially when they're just so orange and so juicy. Like, oh, I love it. Okay, guys, so I have shared a recipe for protein frozen yogurt before. It was for a strawberry one. And again, it was a 3-ingredient frozen yogurt, just like this one. And the key, you're gonna see, I'm only gonna use a food processor. I'm not going to use an ice cream maker because typically when I want dessert, I want it like quickly.
Right. Yeah.
So the secret is, it's 2 cups of the unsweetened Greek yogurt. And guys, you're gonna put 1 cup each in Ziploc bags and you're gonna stick it in the freezer.
Okay.
So it's important that you lay it flat.
Totally solid.
It did, and then this has been sitting out, which is actually kind of a good thing because when it's super, super solid, we'll see how the consistency is. But you want it to be pretty solid to where you break it apart, but then it's just starting to get a little bit soft. This one might not be the perfect consistency, but you can play with it at home. So you can determine when you pull it out of the freezer, but lay it flat because if it's all bunched up, then it's really hard to break it up.
Okay.
So if you lay it flat, then you're able to crack it up. Like this one, you can see like there's several pieces in here. But that's the trick, is just freezing the actual yogurt before you blend it, as opposed to having to like pull out. Do you have an ice cream maker?
No.
Yeah, so I used to do that. I used to like, you have to freeze the piece and then you pull it out and then it's like, it takes a long time and then it's a mess to clean up.
Yes.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna do this, but I wanted healthier yogurt than Yogurtland. Yeah. So here we go, guys. Okay, so we're just dumping this into our food processor. And again, mine might have gotten a little bit too melty, but you can see the pictures of the one that I did earlier where the yogurt was totally frozen. And that's one thing. If the yogurt is so frozen, when you mix it, it might actually be crumbly at first. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is like too dry. That's perfect because if you blend it a little longer, it's actually going to start to melt just enough. And then you can do, like, I feel like when you're making healthy ice cream, if you can make a really nice looking scoop, like you've won, you know? Because like if it looks like real ice cream, that's like half the battle. So if it's too crumbly, you're actually in good shape because it will start to melt a little bit. And if you just pulled it out of the freezer, it would be the perfect consistency. Okay, so 2 heaping scoops of our frosted vanilla cake whey protein from TRULEAN, which you use this, right? Yes. I love having a protein powder that tastes good enough to be an ingredient.
Right.
Because not all of them do.
Right.
There's so many proteins out there that are chalky or just don't have good flavor.
Right.
Not to mention the ingredients that are in them. But this one, it's like I add it in and I know it's going to make the dessert sweeter. And
it does. It tastes
healthier.
like cake.
It does taste like cake, which is awesome. We'll take that.
It's like birthday cake ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, with coconut.
Yes. Okay, so guys, unsweetened. You got to be careful. You got to look at the labels because sometimes they actually put sugar into flaked coconut, and that is not what we want.
Okay.
So guys, this is 3 tablespoons. So it was 2 scoops of protein, 3 tablespoons of the unsweetened flaked coconut. Threw it in the food processor, and we're just going to blend it here. Which is a very, very simple situation. Do you have a food processor? Kim. This is an essential tool to any healthy kitchen.
I guess I need to. I have an Instapot, and I have a crock pot, and I have an air fryer.
Jesse, will you send her a food processor?
Yes, the update on the Inspire Love, we've plugged it so many times, it's out of stock everywhere.
Oh my
goodness.
I'm so, well, you're getting a food processor. Okay, guys, we're mixing it so it's nice and blended. Keep in mind there are coconut flakes. Yeah, so it's not going to be perfectly smooth because we've got that you know, those coconut flakes in there. Okay, so this is the fun part.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you garnish.
Oh, yay, I get to
And
decorate.
here, I'm gonna give you a spoon for the honey.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so you're gonna see this is pretty soft. This is almost more like soft serve because our yogurt was out of the freezer for
still looks
well
amazing.
over an hour. So I know, it is still a nice, this will be good for Josh when he has
I
his
know,
teeth.
and he loves coconut.
this is
Becca loves mango. This is like the
exciting.
perfect child dessert.
Love this. Fit, healthy kids, guys. Infinite game of fitness. This is what a fit, healthy family's dessert can look like. So Kim is just drizzling a little bit of raw honey. Guys, you don't have to do this step, but it really does kind of take it over the top. It is adding in a little bit of sugar, a little bit of carbs, but guys, this is coming from raw honey, and we can balance that into our meal. Okay, look how beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna let you do the peanuts, and I'm gonna put some mangoes. I kind of like putting it kind of on the side. This is so much fun because it looks so pretty.
Oh, that is really pretty.
So I made a couple of these this morning to take pictures, and then I stuck one in the freezer for B because he was still sleeping. I was like, check the freezer when you wake up. He sent me a picture.
He's like, best breakfast
He's
ever.
like, this is an awesome protein breakfast. So look at that, guys.
I love it.
Beautiful,
So pretty.
fun presentation. This is such a good recipe just to have all summer long. Yeah. Okay, guys, one last thing that I do want to talk about because Kim and her daughter love gummy bears.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, try one. Okay. So this is my third version of Everyday Fit.
It
Guys,
tastes like a gummy
I'm
bear.
getting there. I'm getting there. I'm not ready to share the recipe yet because I want to perfect it.
Where'd you get the mold?
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those
So
are good.
they-
Those taste like gummy bears.
So guys, there's no sugar in them. You
Rebecca's
can make
gonna-
them at home. Yes, you're taking these home
Okay.
to Rebecca.
Yeah.
But I'm still working on
Oh my
it, guys.
gosh.
And so
If they make it home.
if they make it home, Rebecca, you might get 2 gummy bears. But
promise.
the
I'll
good
save
news
'em.
is I'm going to keep making them until I have the recipe perfect because with 4 new flavors of Everyday Fit coming, I have these visions of like all these different flavors of Everyday Fit gummy bears.
And my kids love gummy candy.
Yeah.
And it's so bad.
It can be,
and they,
yeah.
you know, people give it to them or whatever. They get a hold of it and
Yep.
then it's gone. And
Yeah,
I have no
all that
control. So if I
sugar.
could just sneak them in there instead of.
And it's fun to make. I know Becca could do it herself. So
which
when
would
I
even be better.
Yes, when I
Okay.
perfect the recipe, we're gonna have Becca and she's gonna make them. And guys, I am excited to share it. It will not happen next week, but it will happen within the month.
Okay.
And it's gonna be perfect when I share it. So again, thank you for
Thank
cooking
you for
with
having me. It was
me.
awesome. I am so
So-
excited to try this. Do we get to try this?
Yes, we are going to try
Okay.
this. We're going to say goodbye to our friends first. And guys, amazing job on the challenge.
Excellent.
If you are one of the challengers like Kim, who have stuck with it, you've had that grit, and you have dug in for 8 weeks to really just supercharge your fitness results.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. You've lost a ton of weight. Guys, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for joining us here at Fit Body Bootcamp and for being part of our Fit Body Bootcamp family. Guys, hashtag us all week, hashtag I am Fit Body, and really believe that, embody that, and just feel the grit that you have inside of yourself to just keep your infinite game of fitness going. Next week, I have a very special guest. I have our VP of Products and Results, Matt Wilbur, is going to be cooking with me, and we are going to have some exciting announcements about challenge winners.
Ooh.
So guys,
Nice.
keep up your amazing infinite game of fitness. Thank you for joining us. I will see you next week. Bye, guys.